Welcome back to the channel, guys, and today is the FOMC meeting, so we'll definitely be seeing how that goes in about 3 minutes or so. Won't be 3 minutes for you, but you know, it's 12:57 Central Standard Time. So we are this close to a potential rate hike. I'm hoping that they pause it. I think they will, and hopefully Jerome doesn't say anything too crazy like higher for longer. Maybe they'll be like, we're going to pivot maybe quarter two tomorrow. Or in the summer. So also we're 174 days from the halving, and things are getting a little exciting. There's another ticker symbol on the DTCC's website, and stick around and you can see who the laggards are going to be. Unfortunately, it's who my retirement fund is through. So next time. Also with that, there is a small fraction of a chance that the ETFs could be approved tomorrow, because there is a closed door meeting. The last closed door meeting was in October for the grayscale issues, and tomorrow they have another closed door meeting talking about litigation issues. So it'll be interesting to see how this works out. So flipping over to the charts now, we have about 27 seconds left until 1 o'clock, and usually that's when everything goes wild. I mean, we can see we had some pre-day hype right here on I think today was the jobs report. Thought that was going to be a breakout, but it wasn't. So we are currently in this consolidating pattern for the last week or so. This is a 12-minute chart. Don't ask me why 12, but it is. So hopefully we break out of here and people with their call options make some money today. So the Fed just put out, it's all across our phones right now, is that the Fed leaves interest rates unchanged for the second time straight. I think this is good because they've never gone, in the history of the Federal Reserve, they've never gone back to, raising rates after a pause. And I don't think this time is going to be different. I'm pretty sure with the consensus of the Federal Reserve that it'll be higher for longer. And as we see turmoil in the Middle East, Ukrainian war and everything, I think that will be the pivoting point as a potential black swan event and to get the market re-going again. So overall, besides that move lack thereof, if we go to a 4-hour chart, we have this triangle or bull flag or whatever, and no matter how you slice and dice it, even a 10-hour chart looks nice. I don't know if you want to start the bull flag here on this initial move and then move it up, putting it potentially at a $45,000 breakout, which would be ridiculous. So, as I said, 174 days to the Bitcoin halving. And Lawyer says that a Bitcoin ETF could be approved as soon as Thursday. So this guy, one lawyer thinks, always that one guy, thinks that it could be a surprise for tomorrow, the first closed-door meeting of the commissioners since Grayscale's appeal deadline expired and mandate was delivered will take place November 2nd. It's a date of interest, but not certainty if we'll get news or follow-up. So this is what he's referencing. So here's the SEC's website, closed meeting, November 2nd, Sunshine Act notice. So, clicked on that and kind of gives you, where to be tomorrow. Where to be tomorrow. It's closed door. So resolution of litigation claims and other matters relating to examinations and enforcement proceedings. So realistically, with that wording, I mean, there's a lot of litigation claims between a lot of these crypto ETF firms and everything. So it'll be interesting to see if there's anything put out on it. So with that, he correlated it to multiple spot Bitcoin ETF applications have been amended in recent weeks in efforts to secure their approval. And analysts say that it's only a matter of time before it's ultimately approved, which the floodgates will be open the floodgates for others to be listed. So we got ARK, BlackRock, Bitwise, VanEck, and Valkyrie. And I think Grayscale's in a different category due to their ongoing lawsuit. So the interesting part is the seeding part of the ETF, and basically this is kind of your startup funds to introduce liquidity into the market. So they will have to buy, X amount of Bitcoin for their spot ETF to get things rolling. So he says the person thinks that leaks are unlikely. So basically, before the BITO approval back in 2021, there are leaks, and which was it front run it, but I don't think there's going to be any leaks either. Just mainly because there's so much capital going into this market after these approvals. You could have a lot of potential insider trading and stuff for Bitcoin. So then he states that Bloomberg Intelligence senior ETF analyst Eric, I'm not going to say his last name, there's a 90% chance that the ARK 21 shares spot ETF application will be approved by the deadline, January 10th. So that's generally what I've said too. Granted, I'm also getting my information from those guys, but the general consensus is they're not going to give one firm a competitive advantage over the other, because then you create a monopolistic firm, I guess you would say, and make your firm more favorable than others. Speaking of unfavorable firms, Vanguard CEO says asset manager giant won't pursue a Bitcoin ETF, unlike its rivals. So, it's funny because, as I said, I use these guys because I have to. But every year when I do like a little check-in, it's like, hey, when you guys going to have a Bitcoin ETF? And their response is never. Actually, they just say it's not on our horizon right now, but clearly the demand is there. They're going to be left behind. The inflows, so this is an interesting thing that they bring up. So the Grayscale and BITO witnessed a historical $1.7 billion in trading volume as Bitcoin investors anticipate ETF approval. So basically we're front running the market as retail investors. But 1.7 billion is not chump change. That's a lot of money. And that's just 1.7 for BITO. That doesn't include Grayscale Bitcoin, which is also closing the NAV value or NAV percentage which is currently at 13.72% versus the low at almost negative 50. So along with that, the Hopium and everything, Invesco Galaxy Spot Bitcoin ETF joins BlackRock on DTCC site, also ARK Investments with the ticker symbol BTCO. So, like I said, this is standard protocol. It's not saying that it is approved, but it's that much closer. I mean, if they weren't doing this, we've got more pushback up to this point, in the past to get a ticker symbol up there now. So basically, not too much has changed. Jerome says, hold rate steady, and they upgrade the amount that you can put into your IRA and 401k. $23,000 for a 401k and $7,000 for an IRA. So, not bad. I just need to be paid more now. So they said economic activity expanded at a strong pace in the third quarter. And 4.9% GDP, so that is pretty good. So I think we're generally anticipating that the pause, it's no longer a pause, it's just holding rates steady. So the real excitement after this starts at, I think, 2:30, 1:30, 2:30, when Jerome speaks a little bit more to clarify what he said, and then, a few weeks when the minutes come out. So thanks for watching again. I know I said Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but real work had me busy, so until next time, keep posting videos, keep posting the ETF updates, and like and subscribe, and well, until next time.